Hey everybody, it's Legend. Today I want to talk about indoor water storage. I know a lot of us don't have a lot of room to store stuff. And those of us in urban areas, it's just not an option. You know, I've been rather lucky. I live in a house that's in city limits, but it's not particularly urban. I do have a large backyard and room for a lot of water storage. But I know there's a lot of people out there who do not have that capability. Now I want to suggest to you, you get a new prep. And it will take a little bit of money, but I promise you it's worth the investment. Now this is a water tower. I know you're thinking those water towers are expensive. I know I can't afford one. And what benefits would I get out of it anyway that I can't just pour out of this cup or bottle? Well, these bottles are just the general bottles you get from the store. You can go buy the ones that are pre-sealed that cost 10 bucks. I bought one of these that cost 6 bucks and fill it up in my sink and just store them with the cap on. But what this tower gives you is capabilities. You don't have to use a lot of power to use them. And some you don't have to use power at all, but I prefer the ones that do have power. Because you can get hot water that's near boiling and hot enough to cook with, or cold water that's colder like you have ice cubes in the water. And for me that's great. Plus you want to look for one more things on these towers if you buy one, which is a rating. Like this is an Energy Star rating, which means it doesn't use up a lot of power at all. In fact, it only uses a few watts. A few watts is less than most light bulbs. I can take this and plug it into a power strip. It won't take up much power at all. If I need to plug it into a generator, within a few minutes I'll have near boiling water or cold water that I can use immediately. I can take these, prepare a meal, or get some cold water for something that I'm doing outside that I need. That's just a great benefit. It's instant. And I know a lot of us don't have a lot of room, but most of us can afford and have the space to store 10 of these bottles. There's places all over the house you can store them behind couches, in your closets, anywhere you can find them. And you have water storage on hand. These towers usually take 1 gallon, 5 gallon, 3 gallon or 7 gallon tanks. I use a 5 gallon because it's a little hard to flip these when they're a little bit heavier, but they do work with either. And for me that's just the greatest benefit ever. Because you have water storage on hand, you already know it's potable water. You get your instant stuff right away. It only takes a few watts, and if with a little bit of ingenuity, I guarantee you could run these off of 12 volts, and it wouldn't take much time at all to do that, which I might do in a future video. I've tinkered with that kind of stuff before, and I think I can make it work rather easily. Now this one did cost around 100 bucks. I think I paid 75, 80 bucks for it. They're a lot cheaper now than they were 10 years ago. You can buy ones that are super expensive, or you can buy ones that are super cheap. I prefer this style because it's in the middle of the road. It works and it gives me those capabilities. So anyway guys, tell me how you're doing your indoor water storage. If you haven't checked out my outdoor water storage videos, I have quite a few of them. Go ahead and check those out. One more thing I forgot to mention. If you're in an area where there's really cold climates, you probably should store water inside as well. Because for me, if I have to go outside in 40 below weather, it's just not an option. I mean, the water is going to be semi-frozen or all the way frozen. I have to bring it inside and thaw it out, and I still don't have those capabilities. So for me, it's great to store some of these inside as well. But anyway, do videos on your water storage that are indoor. If you have anything to add to this video, please do. Comment below, do video responses. I'd like to hear from you guys. So anyway guys, rate, comment, subscribe. This is Legend. I'll talk to you guys later.